It was obviously a terrifying experience for the thousands of holiday shoppers inside that mall. Kelly Lay and Mira Sitzma were there. They saw the shooter. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Kelly, let me start with you. You were in the food court, and I understand you heard the shooting. Just describe the scene. Kelly, can you hear me? All right, Mira, let me go to you. Talk to me about where you were at the time the shooting began.
I was walking towards a store called Zoomies, and I was kind of near the food cart by myself, walking past a kiosk when I heard the first shots go off.
Did you immediately know it was gunfire?
I knew. I think I didn't want to know that that's what was happening, but after the first couple shots, I had a feeling I knew what was happening. But I still didn't really know what to do about it.
Mira, I know at some point you actually saw one of the victims of the shooting. How close were you to that person?
Probably like 50 feet away. He was more in the open area, and I was kind of by the kiosk, and I saw him on the ground. So pretty close.
And at some point you turned your head away from the victim and found yourself looking right at the shooter and making eye contact with that person.
Yeah, I couldn't really see his eyes. I don't know exactly where he was looking, but from where I was, I felt like I looked right at him, and it was pretty scary to see him face to face like that.
I know some people in one of the stores near you reached out to you basically and said, come on in here, we can get you in the store and it will be safe. So you had to get up from behind that kiosk and kind of make a run for it.
Yeah. I felt like it was probably safer in a store than in the open. The kiosk was not covered by anything. It was completely in the open, vulnerable to everything. So, yeah, I was with 3 other women and we just ran to the store and they helped us out.
Kelly, I understand you can hear me now. Can you describe how close you were to the shooter and what you saw and heard?
Yes, I can, and good morning to you. I was actually in the food corridor at the Taco Time directly across from the Macy's, and at the time I heard 2 loud booms. I thought that they were something falling in the mall. I looked again, I glanced to my left, and I seen gunshots shot everywhere, shooting everywhere, people running for their lives. At this time, I particularly ducked behind a pillar that was in front of the Taco Time and hid behind it. There was a couple of elderly ladies that were there hiding behind it as well, one in a wheelchair, one at about 50 or 60 years old, give or take, and people running for the exits and the doors. As soon as I heard bullets hitting behind me, the wall, seeing it hit the tiles, basically the food signs above the Taco Time, and seeing the tiles break around me, I kind of got in fear and scared for my life. And the 2 ladies that were behind the pillars, they seen the doors that were open behind us, and I told them to run out the doors, and I helped the lady with the wheelchair get towards the access as well. As soon as I got out the door, I pretty much just taken off running.
As is very understandable. We are happy that you're both okay, and we thank you so much for talking to us this morning.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.